today playing part 4, Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment. So that's fun. Froglets. I need to remember that's the name I've dubbed you all as. So yeah, obviously for people on Twitch it's been 2 weeks, and for people on YouTube it's been 1 week because I accidentally didn't post it right after my stream. So yeah, we're gonna get on with this. Oh, I do have a bit of a, I don't even know what it is. It keeps coming back for some odd reason. I don't know why. It's more like coughing everywhere. Wasn't fun. I forgot to clean my glasses. Right, you are gonna hear some muffle because I do need to clean my glasses. So yeah, just give me a moment. But yeah, I do wear glasses, by the way. It's great. It's fun, I guess. It helps to find the facial features. But I do also need them to see, like now, currently, because of where I'm sat, I cannot see anything on the TV. So it's, yeah, right, putting them back on. Hopefully I should be able to see. Yeah, I can see fine now. Yeah. I can see fine. Right, we're continuing. Right, we're on the Abbey Grange affair. Oh, I like this one. As I said, disclaimer, I have played this before. Also, obviously, it's Sherlock Crimes and Punishment. There's going to be like graphic scenes and all that. So yeah, I didn't put that one in any of the other videos, but I did age rate them for 18 plus. Well, no, I said it wasn't for kids, but that the audience shouldn't be thinking to 18 plus. So obviously, YouTube has hopefully reviewed the game and all that. I'd look to it and be like, yeah, no, this is for this kind of audience. So like, I'd say around 13 plus. But yeah.
The game is afoot, not a word. Into your clothes and come. I'll wait for you in the sitting room.
Okay, what the hell's going on?
I've just received a note from Inspector Lestrade. A letter from the suburbs. He is in need of my presence. Whenever he has asked for my assistance, it has always turned out to be entirely justified. I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy of...
However, I regret your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story instead of a scientific exercise.
Holmes, you...
I beg your pardon, I digress. It would be much better to examine this letter than to try to convince you.
If you just heard a beep, that was my headphones. Oh my god, there's a punching bag. Right, where's Toby? I don't want to examine that telescope. I know exactly what's through it. Toby!
The letter's on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
I will in... there is a bit... What the... Okay. There is a bit of drag on my remote for some odd reason. I think it's due to the fact my cat's been standing on it.
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
You fuck off.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts.
Haha. Right, it's on here. Sherlock Holmes.
I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter.
It's very neat, honestly. Right, that is how I write, though. Not with the, like, where it starts off, but he's done it in conjoined handwriting. Oh, give me a moment, I'll sort this remote out, I swear to God. The cat's been sat on it. You might hear some blowing. Hopefully. Right, hopefully that's fixed it for now. It might have not, but yeah.
A wax seal with the monogram EB.
Okay, right, can I open this now? Alright, yeah, no, I need to turn it around.
The Brackenslaw family coat of arms.
My dear Mr. Abbey Grange, Marsham, Kent. It's in Kent, bloody hell. 3:30 a.m. My dear Mr. Holmes, I should be very glad of your immediate assistance in what promises to be a most remarkable case. It's something quite in your line, except for releasing the lady. I would see that everything is kept exactly as I have found it. But I beg you not to lose an instant, as it is difficult to leave Sir Eustace here. Yours faithfully, Inspector Lestrade.
So, what is it, Holmes?
Promising, as always. It appears to be a case of murder.
So you believe that Sir Eustace is dead?
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the EB monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes, how can you possibly tell?
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
Right, first of all, I do need to have a look. There's letters. I have post. A colossal scandal in high society. The well-known and remarkable archaeologist, the pride of our nation, Sir Rodney Bencliffe, has been found murdered. The crime took place at the Roman Baths, the Strand Lane. Yeah, in the Strand Lane. The location of the archaeologist's most recent research, but what is most truly shocking is that the murder of Sir Rodney was at the hand of his former friend and partner, Percival Blinkhorn. The death sentence is the only possible punishment for this breed of villain. Cool. Right, well, let us go. Abbey Grange in Kent. As someone who lives in the UK, I believe Kent is like a bit far away. Oh! Cool, I got points. I'll have a look in a bit. I believe this is the case where we have Toby. And Toby's cool. I love Toby. Love that dog. I think we've got 2 more cases after this.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the 3 Randalls?
Exactly. The father and 2 sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She is in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright.
Where is the body of the deceased?
In the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Inspect the dining room. Yeah, the room. Yeah, right. So we're gonna.
Lady Brackenstall awaits you in the morning room.
Yeah, let's go this room. Yeah, it is a side. There's like 2 rooms, I believe, this case, on the other side.
Ladies, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... oh God.
Please, go on.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were three, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
Right, okay. Yeah, I did kind of check stream just to check if everything was alright with it. I do hope something's alright with it. I'm just gonna check it again though. Right, there's a bit of echo. My TV's on 0, so that shouldn't be anything. Oh, I'm breathing into the mic. Oh no. Yeah, if this ends up a bit terrible, obviously I've not streamed before. I do need to get a proper setup. So yeah, I'm not really good with technology. Just leave that to my partner, Jamsey.
Did these three villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
Alright, yeah, that makes sense. She's got some bruising on her face, which is a very obvious thing. Of Australian origin. There we go. Got it.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
The old bruises.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time, out of control. Again. Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Your ladyship?
Yeah, after every interaction he always ends with your ladyship. I'm gonna guess that it's just a thing. Like, a sign of respect.
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir. As I sat by my bedroom window, I saw 3 men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
And then?
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
I know for the next game I'm doing, I will have to do quite a bit of voice acting. I might stream again tomorrow, just to make up for the fact that I have missed a week of streaming. I can't exactly stream twice today because I'm going to my sister's house. But there we go. You can kind of see.
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame. This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.
Oh, I generally don't like that safe, I'm not joking. It took so long to do, I ended up asking, luckily my partner was there.
Lady Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it. Your ladyship?
Yes, somehow we do. Is there anything of it of interest? Ooh. Sorry, it's just, I love the artwork of this game, like the little stuff.
This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one? So the lady and her maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
Adelaide. Well, I love that. I love that because, obviously, I do fine arts.
Let us try to open this safe.
Well, I can try and open it.
This safe can be cracked. I only have to pay attention. The dial will vibrate when it is set to the correct number.
I'm not right. I am generally right. I'm not going to talk. I'm not gonna, like, you know, there'll be some points in the stream where I just don't talk. I'm trying to think what actually vibrates. Right, that one's 15. You gotta go the other way. Did it vibrate just then? There you go, 17. Yay! We're in the safe. There's a lot of money piled up here.
It is common practice to keep one's valuables in a safe behind a painting. It should not really pose a challenge for a criminal.
But we do have 2 more cases after this. We've got the K Gardens affair, which is honestly really complicated. Like, I need to find a file actually. There is a file I do need to find for the next one. The next game I will be playing does require a lot of voice acting, so hopefully I can pull through.
Antique coins, possibly of value, but they're scattered without care.
Sir Eustace, your current physical and mental state is of great concern. There are several signs of hepatic decomposition. The last time we met, your eyes were bloodshot and your skin was tinged with yellow. Liver failure. There is a particular odour from your breath that is common in those suffering from liver damage. Yeah. Jaundice. Usually jaundice is something to do with the liver. If you go yellow, definitely get that checked out. You could have liver damage. Then there are the lung abscesses that we have discussed. The leg cramps you have described to me are caused by an alteration to the nervous system, which in turn is caused by excess of alcohol. That includes the tremors. Your liver seemed excessively hard at the time of your examination, which is a sign involving cirrhosis. I don't know how to say that. There are also signs of ascites, fluid of the peritoneal cavity, which are evident with your swollen stomach. The pain beneath your left rib indicates a pancreatic malady, which may lead to fatal and fulminant pancreatitis. Your condition may pose risk to others. Your excessive alcohol consumption lowers your self-control and heightens your aggression. I'm available to help you with this problem. There are a number of treatment options. So, that's fun. Number of treatment options. Hopefully he gets, like, treated. Well, I mean, he's dead now. Oh, right. I forgot. I was trying to pull my phone in. A medical report found inside of the morning room safe, which states Yoda Eustace Brackenstall enjoyed poor health. He suffered an addiction to alcohol and nervous disorder. The frame, blocker, rigger, whatever, people, will show statement. Investigate the murder at Grange, inspect when the Lady Brackenstall is pressed and inspect the crime scene in the dining room. Okay. And those are past achievements. Those are like souvenirs, so like from last case, right? First case, harpoon, second, I got a train whistle, and third, I got a silver knife, which I could keep because it wasn't evidence, because the silver wasn't really attached to the thing, yeah. And these are all people from last cases. But no, there's current case, future case, future case, future case. Yeah, there's not that many cases left. There's about 2 cases, I believe. And then we'll be on. What else you gotta say? Talk to him. Why not?
What do you know about Sir Eustace, Inspector? What was his reputation?
A charming man when sober, but an absolute demon when he was drunk. In such moments he was apparently capable of anything. Why, once he splashed fuel on Lady Brackenstall's dog and set it alight. Another day he threw a decanter of wine at Miss Wright's head.
The alcohol seemed to madden him.
To the point that we were forced to intervene several times to avoid a scandal.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But the thing is like, obviously alcohol abuse isn't good. You should never abuse alcohol. If you find out you're violent on alcohol, usually it's because it's either a specific kind of alcohol, or you could just be violent on all types of alcohol. But if you're violent on alcohol, get off alcohol or switch to a different drink.
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
Why, what are your findings?
So, Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
Okay.
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
If I remember, it is something about the fireplace. But you've got to actually examine the body to find that out. So obviously that's
That
the
must
poker.
be the murder weapon.
Sorry about that, I got a bit of phlegm.
Quite a large stick. A formidable weapon.
Let's examine. Oh, okay. His hands aren't. You can examine his feet.
Barefoot. He had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress. The head was cracked with the force of the blow.
Head. I don't think there's anything else to examine. Fireplace. There we go.
It is covered in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation.
There we go. There's a lot of blood on that, though. I'm just going to say that now. Oh, here we are. Mantelpiece. Oh my god.
It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me.
So, oh my god, someone's taller than... How tall is this? Right. Sherlock Holmes, right, is literally this tall. This man is humongous. Let's be honest. He must have had to reach up if he did that. Right, let's go over. That is the bell rope.
Sailor's knots. That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail.
Oh my
Take
god.
it with me.
Yes, we have the scent hound. He's got Toby. He's brilliant.
This is the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to.
No, I generally... Okay, there's a lot of... No, I love Toby though. He's so
This
cool.
candlestick is valuable. It is interesting that it was not also stolen.
Yes, considering it is in plain sight.
These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France.
Mostly from France, you say? And one's missing.
A bottle of wine is missing here.
Anything? Got that already.
An empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen the contents.
There we
The
go.
criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware.
They literally could have stored that and got a lot of money off the black market. It makes no bloody sense.
This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured. It is
Wait,
rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other 2 are clear. A decanter standing next to the open bottle, an inseparable pair indeed. Chateau Calon-Ségur, French wine, Grand Cru.
There we go. I think we've inspected the whole room. Yeah, that is very thingy old. So we've got to investigate murder at Abbey Grange. Yeah. Inspect where the Lady Brackenstall was resting, collect her from Baker Street and Fontaine.
A deer hunt. This door leads to the upstairs bedrooms. Apparently the criminals did not venture there.
That's just eyes by the window. Love him.
I searched outside for footprints without any luck.
Should do detective gun shoes kind of thing. Missile. The dog. Honestly, right. I'm so excited to play this attorney. Generally, I'm gonna try this week. I'm gonna do K Gardens at some point. Obviously, college has been tiring, so I'm not doing it on a college day, and I do have some college work to get done. But I really want to finish this because I do want to get on to Ace Attorney. But again, I don't want to finish this because finishing this will just be so upsetting. Let's talk to her. 3 glasses at the table.
There are 3 glasses on the dining room table. I was wondering if...
Oh, I forgot. When I came to myself the first time, each of them had a glass in his hand. They might have been a father and his 2 sons. They talked together in whispers, and then they left.
Your ladyship?
Has she got anything else to say? Yes, she does.
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his...
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me, and all because I dared to stand up to him in defence of my mistress. Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead. But a devil he was. If ever one walked the earth, we met him only 18 months ago. She'd only just arrived in London. Yes, it was her first voyage. She'd never been from home before. One up with his title and his money and his false London ways. If she made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was especially hard for her.
Right, let's make some deductions because it'll help us move on with the case. The knotted rope. I am just pairing these up. That's obvious. Oh, shoot, wrong one. Here we are. Death of Sir Eustace coming due to his accidental striking the hand in the face. I reckon it was murder for some reason. I could be wrong. Two glasses. There were 2 people because he had to pull the beeswing out. No personal life from Australia. No acquaintance. Labour because of marriage to use in Charlotte threatening England and remained home during that time. There's little possibility that she had made her acquaintance with anyone in the country. Yeah, I reckon she's acquainted with the sailor. Road criminals identified cannot go together. Okay, so we've kind of got that done. We need to head back to Baker Street to get Toby. Let me have a look around the garden first. Oh yeah, you can go through the garden over here. Quite nice, I guess. Like, you got a fountain. Now I did try last time, you cannot, there's no way to get through there. Trash can. That's the outside, so. Well. Covered. We should definitely bring back wells at some point. That'd be a fun thing to do. They're so old, but they're also like really good for like everything. Water and all that. Oh, it was Jams's birthday last week, which was why I wasn't on last week. But he's turned 18 now, so he's an adult. I'm not yet, which is a bit sad, but you know. Still
Come on,
waiting.
Toby. We need the best nose in the British Empire on this case.
Go back to Abbey Grange. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. I could be wrong, but you know. Look at this though. He's so cute. I love Toby.
Search, Toby.
Oh. Yeah, look, we're Toby now. Look at this. Oh my god, look at him. Ah! Look how cute he is as well, like his little run. Oh, there's the smell. Let me out. Thank you. Is he following me? Give me a moment, I need to check this shit. He well is. No, he ain't. He just shows up. He teleports.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware.
Yay! And then we go back. His walk's like so slow. Alright. And they ran through here. I think it's so cute, it's such a bond they have.
The scent leads to the well. I should check it.
Oh, they went this way. He isn't following me.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall.
His mouth didn't move.
The criminals left the house through the French window. They walked to the shed, then across to the well, before fleeing by climbing over the wall. I wonder why they chose such a winding route.
Right, let us go to the shed first. Okay, so what's in there? There's a hook
This
in there.
hook might be useful. Small gardening tools, nothing of great interest. Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved. This old suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty.
There we go. Now we need to go over to the well. I thought a person was sat on that then. I'm like, who the bloody hell was that?
There's something glittering at the bottom there, but how can I reach it? Silverware. This is hardly a coincidence. The Brackenstall coat of arms. It appears that we have found the stolen silverware.
Bit weird though, isn't it? Like, I mean, accordingly, they came in, stole the silverware. Like, it's the perfect thing. Hi, Toby. You're so cute.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
So cute. Ah.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Yes, you are. Toby deserves a treat.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall.
A little glow effect as well. Like, the sun's there, so it gives you like, alright. Whee. I'm just gonna say though, this run. What clothes is he wearing? Oh, he's wearing his usual clothes. It looks purple. First of all, silverware around found, criminals identified. Imitated robbery. It makes so much more sense. Like, oh, they robbed it. It's like, why would they put it down the well? That's the question. Why would they put it down the well if they were motivated by robbery? Like, I'm sorry. Right, let's go. Let's speak to Inspector Lestrade, so he's got like the updates of the case and all that.
Inspector, I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
In the garden well.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was
right?
used as a temporary hiding place. Or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery.
Holmes, don't look at me like that. I don't know what to think about all this.
Poor Lestrade. I love him so. Like, honestly, I'm just gonna say, right, I've watched Sherlock 3 times. BBC. I want to watch it a 4th time. Honestly, I'm just obsessed. I love it. I love BBC version of Sherlock so much. And like, Greg Lestrade is just amazing. He's funny as anything. I do feel sorry for Mycroft though, because he's usually seen as the villain, but he just usually wants what's best for the Empire, and it's like he's essentially made out to be the villain because he has to be the villain, or at least he feels like he has to be the villain. And he's very much a misunderstood character, in my opinion, where like he'll say things, but he might not mean them. It's raining outside.
We found your silverware, Lady Brackenstall. It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
Your ladyship. We found your mistress's silverware.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
Yeah, indeed. Right, let's just... Oh. Miss that. Let's have a read of it. Family business booming. The Randall gang is back on the street. Less than a fortnight ago, this infamous family of burglars, the Randalls, as they are known, made their reappearance by way of a brutal but successful intrusion into one of the wealthier homes in Sydenham. The police are already on their trail. However, the details of the crime being kept confidential, including the name of the victim. A witness was able to provide a precise description of all three men, and this would surely give the police a chance to complete their profile on this family of delinquents. We would take the liberty of reminding our esteemed readers about this highly dangerous band, and to provide the full description as it is available at the moment. The gang has been in business for some considerable time, being a family of three, a father and his two sons. The elder Jack Randall is a man in his 40s and already grey-haired, while of average height and build, being the mastermind behind the burglaries. He retains control over his sons, both of whom are close in age but very different in appearance. The first son, William Randall, is tall and broad-shouldered with a small, disproportionate head. The younger brother, Melvin Randall, is of a somewhat weaker constitution and is as skinny as a rake. The gang is wanted not only for their frequent thefts and break-ins, but for the exceptionally brutal pirate career that they enjoyed before returning to England. Be alert, and may your valuables stay safe.
The description of the Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article.
By one person who was in that night. It was he who tied up Lady Brackenside. He's tall and strong. There we go. We've got our one deduction. Okay. Right, considering I missed... Oh, for God's sakes. Considering I missed that, I really should probably have a look. What the hell is that? Oh, my partner going back to college, thank God. Although...
Holmes, don't look at me like that. I don't know what to think about all this.
He's gazing out the window, reflecting on his life.
Lord Ramsay Brackenstall. Lord Brigham Brackenstall. Sir Warthen Brackenstall. Baron Lyndon Brackenstall. Lord George Brackenstall. The Brackenstall family seems rather austere.
No, he got back in college, thank God. Is there anything else we need to do? Alright, that's what I need to do. I need to perform analysis. Oh, but he got back in college, thank God. Yeah. I don't want to go too much into that because I might get into a bit of trouble with the college. Despite the fact I'm not naming them. But, you know, don't want to get in trouble with them. I'd like to keep my place, thank you. Trying to think. There's really not that much going on in my life, in all honesty. Like, it's just college work, really. Performing arts course is fun. Honestly, if anyone wants to do performing arts, like, don't get into it financially because you'll just be in the wrong career. You have to really have a passion for it.
Let us see how the rope was cut. The fibers at the end of the rope are smoothly cut. Let us try to find out what tool was used to cut the rope.
No, but you've got to, like, really have a thing for it.
The fibers from this cut appear to be different. The fibers from this cut appear to be different. If I cut the rope with a knife, it matches the original.
There we go. There we go.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
I wonder if there's anything we need to... Yeah, search for the thing again. Right, okay. 1993. There we go. Arrival of the Rock of Gibraltar. A ship return. The Rock of Gibraltar. I don't know how to say that name, so I did terribly butcher it. A bulk carrier from the Adelaide Southampton London line, Cunard Building, James Street, London, has returned from a 6-month voyage through India, New Zealand and Australia. The ship brought to England Miss Mary Fraser, the heiress of the Fraser family, owning land and tin mines in Australia. This reportedly beautiful young lady is presently engaged to Sir Eustace Brackenstall, one of the wealthiest gentlemen in Kent.
Here it is.
Yeah, we got it. We got it, lads. Way. Yeah, we got it. Is there anything else?
The shipping company, the Adelaide Southampton London line, and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
I think that if you return the bill from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
Oh, I'm so excited. Sorry. Get it. Shh. Listen.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
Like the accent he puts on.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need a register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893 and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
Do you really think they'll find it, Holmes?
My secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
Yeah, with how quick they are.
Here it is, Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
Thing is, I love how he pays him.
I left it right on the table for you, sir.
Thank you, Wiggins. Love you. Honestly, that
This
kid.
list shows
Love him.
the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor. And these are the lists of the senior officers of the Adelaide, Southampton, London Line ships. Let us find out who was in London upon November the 7th.
Right, so Mr. Charles W. Chill. Mr. Charles W. Chill. Mr. Charles.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Mr. Jack Crocker.
Mr. Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days.
Henry Southwood.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be in.
Alright, Mr. Ernest J. Woods. Find him.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Thomas Walker. Thomas, where are you? Duncan Jarvis. I have a brother called Duncan. Sullivan in his name. Right, Thomas Walker, Herbert Whittington.
This officer is still at sea. This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
William, where are you, William? William.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime. Captain Jack Crocker is our mysterious visitor. He was the only one around at the time of the murder.
Yes.
This Crocker, do you think...
It would be interesting to meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him.
Wiggins, I have a job for you.
Wiggins, could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Here? Holmes, that could be dangerous.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why. You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her from when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You... what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right if there was no evidence.
What then?
Always propagating him. He's an honest man. He's a strong build, so obviously very good in combat if we have to fight him. Honestly, knowing how these cases run, it's very likely that we will have to face him. Clean boots. He obviously cleans them. He has a sea knife, which would be perfect to cut the rope. And there's something else. Newspaper ink, I believe it is. There'll be something on the hands. There you go.
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night.
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No. There is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Now I understand why you dissected the bell rope.
Crocker's alibi. Captain Crocker was aboard the Sharp on the night of the murder. He was not afraid to confront me. He had confidence in his demeanour. Crocker is lying. His involvement is clear. He appeared as soon as he heard I was looking for him. The signal. Arrest. Jack Crocker is a murderer, and you will bring him and his accomplice, Lady Brackenstall, justice. The murder was committed self-defense. Jack Crocker was defending a woman against a violent and diplomatic man. Mystery is solved, but you can decide to keep it a secret. There is no need to inform the police. So morality. Give me a moment, I do need to share something. Right, it's one of the achievements of this, so I do need to check. I'll clean these spots actually. My dog's barking. There we go. So if you go into that, Yeah, I'm just checking. I am just checking something because the thing is, it's like, yeah. Right, have I absolved all the rest of them? Nah, that is a good question. Because the thing is, if I have absolved the rest of them, then I'd rather absolve this one. Obviously, it's been like 2 weeks since I played, so... I do need to sort this out. I do apologise it's taking so long. Case goes, yep. Right, a condemned Carnes. What do I do to... Blind Justice, so I'm not gonna get that achievement then. Oh, I was really hoping to get that achievement. I've basically condemned them all, but like I'll just go with A. I've always gone with A.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
I don't think
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstone.
What?
I know, because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London, and because you love her.
It's true.
It is time for you to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid and told me everything, I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
But that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes,
You would not have managed to protect her.
Till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear, and it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Right, yeah, no, he's gonna...
You should have let me die. How can I live if Mary suffers?
I am sorry, Captain Crocker, but there has been quite enough death in this case.
I remember the first time I did it, you ended up... Yeah, I just felt so bad.
Inspector, I give you Sir Eustace's killer. He tried his best to perform his own justice.
Well, I'm not surprised. Yes, it was me. I confess.
Here is a piece of evidence that can be used in court.
Perfect. A case that went smoothly for once.
Oh, wrong button. Captain is the killer. I got 16 out of 16. There we go. That's the next one. I'm gonna wait just so I know it saves, but it'll go up to that one. So yeah. I hope you've all had fun with this. Honestly, I've only got Kew Gardens, and then the other one, Kew Gardens, is a bit long. 2 hours per usual. But yeah. I do hope I'm wrong though, and I do get that achievement. Cause yeah, oh god, no. I gotta save this. Right, if that progress is lost, no, it shouldn't be lost. I hope you've all enjoyed. My dog's barking. But I hope you've all enjoyed this. And well, I'll see you later, Froglins. Bye. Oh, Froglins. Froglets. Fucking hell. I'll see y'all later, Froglets. Have a good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. Good evening, you know. And yeah. Have a good time. Bye.